Wow. Wonderful. Welcome, everyone. Happy Thursday, first Thursday of 2022. Congratulations on making it here and joining us tonight. My name is Dr. Staci Holweger, and I'm joined by our fabulous Peter No, who is going to be coming on here in just a minute to interview our fabulous testimonial tonight. But I wanted to first share a little bit with you. So our review tonight, for the person that invited you, if you're a guest, please know that the person that invited you cares about you, they love you, and they want to make sure that you hear everything you need to know about this X39 Stem Cell Activation patch and how it got started and who David Schmidt is, the inventor, the owner, the creator, and CEO of our company, and LifeWave, this fabulous company that we all get to represent. So please sit back, know that we're going to be 30 minutes on the dot. And before we get started, before I turn it over to Peter, I want to go ahead and share our disclaimer. LifeWave and any of their products are not intended to diagnose, to treat, or to cure any type of disease or illness. Please consult with your physician if you have any concerns or any questions, your healthcare provider. And if you're pregnant or nursing, of course, or on any medications, please consult with your physician first. So with that being said, you're going to get to hear lots of fabulous information from our guest tonight on his personal testimonial. And you're also going to get to hear fabulous information and how you can, what the X39 does, how it works, and how you can get it for yourself too. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Senior Presidential Director Peter No, of more than 2 years, instrumental in starting all of these Zooms years ago. So thank you, Peter, for jumping on last second and joining us. So come on and share with us.
Thank you so much, Dr. Staci, and thank you everyone for joining us tonight. I'm actually looking forward for this interview tonight for the first time presenting with you. So what a way to start off our year with a bang. And next week we'll actually see each other. So it's going to be
I can't wait.
Good back-to-back events. So let's get this started. Who do we have for our podcast interview tonight?
We have Mr. Danny Rogers with us tonight.
Hello, Mr. Danny Rogers.
Hello there. How are you?
We are good. How are you doing tonight?
I am amazed tonight.
Well, let's get this started. How long have you been on the product? Who introduced you, and what was your amazing testimonial?
Yeah, Gary Homburg introduced me to the product. We were Facebook friends. We've never actually met in person. And I saw he put it on his storyline, some information about the product. So then I contacted him and I started on the product this past Sunday.
Wow, just Sunday. That's only 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah.
So what has happened so far in the last couple of days?
Well, 14 years ago, I rolled a Polaris 800 on a gravel road in Kentucky doing 30 miles an hour and ended up in ICU for 2 weeks. Part of the accident was the bike hit a fence by the side of the road I was laying on and went up in the air and landed on my hip and crushed all the nerves and muscles in my left hip. It hurt pretty bad. Well, it didn't then, but it has for 14 years. I've had pain in that hip ever since because of the nerve damage.
Wow.
So
have you been on any medications?
No. They put me on oxycodone. I took it for 3 days and threw it away. Decided I'd deal with the pain.
For 14 years. So for 14 years, you've been dealing with daily pain, chronic pain.
Constant, 24/7. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then the moment you put on the patch, what happened?
Well, I noticed some relief the minute I put it on. And I was a little surprised by that. So by the third day of wearing the X39 and the LifeWave patches on my hip, I had no pain.
Wow.
So I quit wearing them just to see what would happen. So this is my second day not wearing them, and I still have no pain.
So I mean, Danny,
like because I'm 63 years old. I'm healthy except for the self-induced, injuries.
Yes.
And I'm amazed. But I just drove to Jacksonville and back today to meet with a client. And usually when I get out of the car after driving 2.5 hours, it takes 10 minutes to get full mobility, and And I got out of the car, I felt like a spring chicken. When I got out of the car, I didn't have no stiffness, no pain. I'm blown away.
Wow. Well, I
I
mean,
can't
Danny,
wait to tell everybody I know about it.
well, because we've been doing this for a while now, we hear it all the time, but for all our new members, they get pretty shocked. And then for someone like you, who's only been on it for less than a week to experience already this, I mean, that's huge. So now you get to see the power of this non-invasive light technology, how fast it really works. But we do tell people deep healing does happen in 90 days. So did you experience anything with your sleep or outside of your energy or anything?
No, I've noticed I'm more focused, got more energy already. Just feel better all around. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, not having the pain makes me feel better, to start with.
Just a quick question too. Before you put on the patch, did you understand what stem cells were?
Yes,
did you understand the procedures of stem cells?
Right. I've got a son who's type 1 diabetic, so we're familiar with that.
Okay. So when you heard of that you can put on a patch and it's less than a cup of coffee a day, did that excite you?
Yeah, it did. And I'm open to new technology. I'm open-minded that way because I know things happen, but it's beyond amazing what it's done for me just in a week.
Well, Danny, I mean, I don't know what else to ask you, but for 5 days, I think you've already had a good awakening with our technology. Huh?
Oh, major breakthrough. Major.
Well, we're so happy for you. Our community's happy for you. We can't wait to get you back in 90 days, okay? So we can see maybe your whole beard might turn black or something. So you'll be good.
All brown, but yeah.
All brown. Okay. Well, Danny,
I might have more hair. Who knows? Because I'm going to order the X39. I watched Dave's video about the new X39 patch, so I'm going to order some of those to get my strength. I'm fairly healthy. I'm 5'11", weight about 190, 195, but I've noticed some muscle loss, and some strength loss. So I want to get on the X49 and see if we can boost that back up.
Well, Peter, before we go on to the next part, because I talked to Danny a little bit earlier today, can you share with them a little bit about how you described it as kind of an out-of-body experience almost?
Yeah, when I got out of the car in Jacksonville and I stepped on the ground, it was like I was in a different body. I mean, it was just, the difference is that amazing. I feel like I've already regressed 8 years in age,
Wow. I think maybe because the light just went through you so fast, you just feel lighter, so you can fly like that light too.
It may be, but I was definitely a lot lighter on my feet when I got out of the car after sitting in it for 2.5 hours.
Wow.
What a beautiful experience. Wonder, with you saying, Danny, that you haven't been on any medications, you refused all of that.
Right.
Even for 14 years,
right.
Refusing all the medications. And then you put this on and
it's gone.
Boom, you feel like a totally different person. I wonder if your body was just completely open and receptive without.
I feel like I went to a faith healer and he laid hands on me and it's all good. Yeah, it's totally amazing.
Wow.
Well, thank you so much, Danny, for sharing tonight. And you heard it, folks. Here, another satisfied user in less than a week. But again, we love hearing the beginning fast testimonials, but we do have the midterm and long-term results also. So thank you so much, Danny.
Well, I can't wait to see what's like in 90 days.
Well, we can't wait to see you in 90 days. So we will get you back here.
I hope to be at your level in 90 days.
Oh, talk to Dr. Staci. She has a secret on that one.
We got that down, Danny. Don't worry about it, buddy. We got it.
All right. We can
Thank
do it.
you so much.
Thank you all for being here.
Thank you. So Peter, just kind of roll with me here for a second, okay? Laura Balzer, who was going to do this with me, had a last minute emergency in the family that she's pretty shooken up by. And so she's not on here with me tonight. Marcy's in the dentist because, they're out in California time. And so things are just, we're rolling with it, right? So Laura had the other testimonial. So I want to ask, this is totally off the cuff like I just did with you, Peter. Bob Campbell, is there any way you can come on? Can you come on and just unmute yourself? Would you care to share? Because you've been on the patches a long time and you have some short term, but you also have that, man, it took a long time for some other things. Would you care, Bob? Can I put you on the spot? Unmute you if you don't care.
I'm sure Bob's
It
on the
wouldn't
line.
let me unmute. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, it wouldn't let me unmute. So yeah, unlike Danny, and congratulations, Danny, by the way, but I had some short-term positives. My energy level doubled probably within the first 10 days. And then my sleep, where I used to be one of those guys that slept an hour, was up for 2, slept an hour, was up for an hour. And every morning I was so tired. And probably within the first month or 6 weeks, I started to sleep 6 hours straight, which was wonderful. But I've also had, and this is the part you probably want me to say, is I've had 7 foot operations and 5 knee operations. The first one started in 1978. And I've been in pain for 43 years. So I can relate to Danny. I also would not take medication. I started in the beginning and I realized it wasn't a good idea. So I stopped. So I've been in pain all along. And it took me, and I never know exactly when, but it was either the end of the 6th month or the very beginning of the 7th month. I had noticed no improvement, or at least I didn't see any improvement in my feet or in my knee pain, although it maybe was gradually getting better. But that day, and let's call it just the first part of the 7th month, I woke up and got up, and every day when I wanted to get out of bed, I would sit and hesitate because I didn't want to step down. There was not a morning when I wanted to step down out of bed because of the pain, the stiffness, the swelling, and all that. And I got up one morning, walked to the bathroom to wash my face, and I had no stiffness, no swelling, no pain at all. So it took a minimum almost 7 months, but it's never come back, and I've been on the patch 21 months. I am completely pain-free. And I also had swelling in my hand, which I never paid any attention to, but I couldn't wear my ring for at least 5 years. And now it on and off, no problem whatsoever. So every aspect of my body is completely pain-free.
Wow.
Wow.
That is, go ahead, Peter.
Well, if I may say one last thing, my son said to me, because we had originally talked about, well, try it for 6 months. And my son said, what if you'd have stopped at 6 months? And he's right. It'd have been terrible if I'd have stopped at 6 months.
Then we wouldn't have the Bob we have today, right, Bob?
Well, I don't know if everybody's happy about the Bob we have today, but that's all right.
But Bob, can you share with us in the last 21 months, because you've been in the health field, you've been in this industry for a very long time. I mean, you've seen a lot of people in your life, and in the last 21 months, being in this community here, where we're just lighting up the world. I mean, the stories you heard, what is probably the most amazing story that comes off your mind?
Wow, there are so many. The lady Tuesday night who was on 17 medications down to 2, and Carol, the lady that had the broken discs in her neck and back, and it's 78. She's now completely pain-free. I could go on and on, but I'm going to tell you a long-term thing that I had that I'll share with people. Maybe they can relate. I, about 10 years ago, was on a plane and I had a panic attack. I was on the inside row and up against the window. I did everything I could to stop myself from clawing my way over the 2 people that were on my right to the aisle. It was horrible. And so ever since, when I've flown, I've had to fly. I try to get a seat on the aisle within the first 5 rows so that I don't have that panic attack, and I cannot sit in. And don't you know, in December, I got on a plane Diddy bopped on the plane, not paying any attention. I went about 15 rows back, asked the lady if I could sit by the window, sat by the window, and I'm in the plane. It takes off, and I realized I have no anxiety, zero, nothing.
Wow.
So that had to happen over a period of almost 20 months. So
Wow.
little things continue to happen that I've noticed that are just amazing. I'll never stop using this product. And I tell everybody that I run into about this product as well. I shared it with a lady. Amy and I were at lunch yesterday, and a lady sat down next to us, and she had a cane. And I said to Amy, I said, I hate to bother her while she's eating, but as knowing me, I bothered her. She was ordering dessert, and I said, excuse me, but I have to mention something to you. And she was so ecstatic to get the information. So you just never know who you can help.
Oh yeah.
So
And
it's an obligation. It's an obligation. If you know about this, I always tell this story, Peter. If you knew about this and you didn't tell me about it, you and I would have an issue. So,
well, Bob, we love you here. We know you're helping a lot of people. And before we pass it back on to Dr. Staci, I just want everyone to just pay attention now, because we're all about helping people. It's not about making the money, but I want everyone to pay attention. If this technology is helping you with regenerating and repairing yourself for less than a cup of coffee a day, how much money are you saving every day from all the things that you don't need to use anymore? So as Dr. Staci is going to share how this technology works, how to get your hands on it, just pay attention through the presentation and just think how many people that you can help in today's times to save what they need to save. So thank you, gentlemen, for your amazing testimonials. We're going to get you back. Today was men's night, and we're going to pass it on to Dr. Staci.
Thank you, Peter, for jumping in last minute, helping out. Thank you, Bob, for jumping in last minute as well, too. I really appreciate that. And you as well, Danny. You know, we just talked earlier today. So I love that we got to hear from brand new, right out of the gate. Wow. We call Danny's sponsor, Gary, calls it the One Patch Wonder Club. And so he has a big One Patch Wonder Club. You know, and so seeing your dramatic results immediately within your first week, God, what a blessing, right? What a blessing. And then also to hear from Bob, who has had an extended use of the patches and how things have helped him, maybe not so much crazy out of the gate, but crazy as time went on, that compound effect. So I'm going to talk to you about that tonight. So what is it that we're talking about here? What is doing this? How can this possibly happen for these two gentlemen and thousands and hundreds of thousands of other people? So what is this? So I mentioned earlier, David Schmidt. David is the owner, the inventor, the CEO. He's the scientist, the researcher behind this little round Band-Aid. This is a non-transdermal patch. Transdermal means putting something into the body, okay? Like your birth control, estrogen, nicotine patch, pain patch, things like that. That is not what this is. This little round disc has nothing in it. David has figured out after 10 years how to combine proprietary blends of organic amino acids and salts and water to form this crystal lattice that's on here. But nothing happens with this until we put it on our body. Now, how does that work? Okay, feel yourself. You're hot, right? You're 98.6. Do you know that we emit a low-level infrared light? If we went outside right now, we couldn't see each other unless we were looking through night vision goggles. You would see the body, right? The silhouette of the body because of the light being emitted. So when we put this patch on our body reflects back a signal. That goes straight into our body and says, hey, elevate your GHK copper peptide level. You may not even know what that was, right? But just go to reverse aging with GHK.com. I know David's going to type that for me. I love you, David. Thank you so much for always typing this in. We kind of work together on that. Go to reverseaging.com. Reverse aging with GHK.com. You'll hear Dr. Lauren Picard. He has thousands and thousands of research, of studies, spent decades, right? But David has figured out how to increase your GHK copper peptide level with this patch, but he didn't stop there because he knew that stem cells were the holy grail of healing. So he figured out from that signal to increase the body's own stem cell production. So you put the patch on, our body's light reflects back a signal, increasing the GHK copper peptide, in turn, increasing your stem cell production. Now, this is not putting stem cells in the body, okay? Just make sure you know that. Nothing's going in, okay? So it's a signal, a pathway. The GHK copper peptide is a pathway. And so it's really important that you understand that this is simple, easy, effective. We're bypassing the gut. We're bypassing the colon. There's no absorption needed. There's no needles. There's no $25,000 injections or flying all over the country. Like Peter said, this is the price of a cup of coffee. You put it on in the morning. You can put it on the back of your head, back of your neck back here on your bumpy vertebrae, CV7. You can put it below your belly button, or you can stick it anywhere you want. What if you went in the grocery store with this on right now? Do you think people would come up to me and ask me what that was? Of course they would, right? You can wear it anywhere you want. But what's going to happen is during that 12 hours that you wear it, it's elevating your stem cells, activating your stem cells to come on board and start to go to the tissues and cells and organs that your body needs in the order they need to heal, repair, regenerate, and rejuvenate. It's literally reversing the age of your cells, tissues, and organs. And how can I say that? Like, you just don't make this stuff up. David has done over 80 clinical studies, double-blind placebo studies with independent laboratories, researchers, physicians all over the world. Clinical studies proven that this does what he says it does. Not to mention, you guys, this patch has a 20-year patent on it. 20-year patent. That is incredible. There's nowhere else in the planet that you can get this. You put this on, you go about your day, you go to work, you do whatever you're going to do, and it's signaling your body to go to work to heal itself on the inside, reversing the age. So what do you notice first? God, you heard Danny, out-of-body experience, pain, gone immediately. 2 hour truck ride, up, gone, moving, right out of the gate. We hear a lot of people with pain reduction. You heard him say more energy, right? A little more focused, like mental, right? Stuff. We hear better sleep. You heard Bob say that, right? Better sleep, faster wound healing, the more endurance in your exercise, recovery, things like that. And then we know that compound effect of using this patch day after day, week after week, month after month. You know what's so awesome? So you heard Bob say that 7 months, the beginning of that 7th month, the pain in his feet and knees were gone. Just like one day he just woke up. Like it didn't just poof, heal overnight. The compound effect is what was taking place from this patch. You guys, David did a study back in 2020. He shared this, Peter, when I was out in California last year when I met you in person for the first time. And he shared this study on stage. And he said that after 6 months use of the X39 every single day, the participants in the study reversed their cellular age by 8 years. So they did the biomarkers before to determine the age of the person. You can do that. That's science. That's easy to do, right? Biomarkers, test, boom, you are this age. 6 months later, they are 8 years younger. Take your age right now. In 6 months, you're going to be on the insides, your heart, your liver, your kidneys, your brain, your vessels, your connective tissues, your entire vascular system. Everything will be 8 years younger. Give it a year. What are you doing for the next year? Like, really, what are you doing? Time is going on no matter what. Are you reversing the age of your cells and tissues and organs with us? And you're going to be 16 years younger, not to mention the outside. We're not even going to get into the vanity part, right? You got to have some people on here that are worried about this too, right? Maybe not. You just want the best quality of life. Perfectly fine. This is going to help you achieve the best quality of your life. You heard Bob, 21 months. Didn't even realize, got on the airplane, 0 anxiety from flying. Didn't even think a thing about it. I mean, 21 months are going to go by anyways. What can happen for you with that consistent compound use? So this is the beauty of this product and of David Schmidt. David Schmidt started this company 17 years ago because of the Navy SEALs. They asked him to invent something to help the SEALs in the field. And so he did that. He was given the information by God to figure out something to help these SEALs, and he did. And in the meantime, he has started this company. He's invented many other patches, but all along, 10 years in R&D to figure out this. His passion is for helping humanity have the best quality of life. Please know that. That is where our hearts are. How can we help you have the best quality of life? Okay. And so that is why you're going to get back with a person that invited you, and you're going to talk to them about how you can have the best quality of life. This patch was released 2 years ago. This company has skyrocketed. They were doing great. They were consistent. They were stable. There were 81 countries, distribution centers all over the world, corporate offices. But the release of the X39, again, nothing like it on the planet. So what that means is you as a person have the ability to help every single person on this planet that you know, and that they know, and that they know, and that they know, to have a better quality of life. So the person that invited you is going to get you set up. There's a couple ways that you can purchase this product. So X39, 1 month, they come in a sleeve, a month supply is $150. $150 for a month supply. You guys, I've spent $100,000 in stem cell therapy for my daughter. $150 was a no-brainer to me to walk out the door with a month supply of something that I could do at home on her own and send her off to school. And it was so simple and easy. But we do have a couple other options. You can be a preferred customer. There's a $19.95 setup fee, and you will be able to purchase the X39, a month supply, for $99. We'll set you up on a 6-month supply. But I'm sure you're going to want to do what the rest of us do. And that's called a wholesale pack. You can have a wholesale pack. We like the silver pack. There's no sign-up fee. It's $2.99. You can get 3 X39s, one for yourself, one for a friend or a spouse or partner, and one to share, because everybody's going to want what you have your hands on. And so just like Gary gifted Danny a few days of patches, you're going to want to do the same thing. And then, of course, you're going to get set up on your auto ship for the next month. So you have that coming month after month, just like Bob talked about, month after month, so you know you never run out of it, right? But I want to tell you this, you have an opportunity with that wholesale pack to be able to share with other people as well, too. You have the ability to start a business with that pack, and you can start to earn income by blessing other people having the best quality of life. I don't know anywhere else on the planet that anything I've ever done in my life, in 30 years in the health and wellness industry, have I ever found anything that is as rewarding and as fulfilling as knowing that what I am doing, that what I am sharing with people is literally improving the quality of their life, the longevity of their life, which in turn ripple effect is out to their family and friends and hundreds and thousands of other people. And we earn an income from that. And so right now, things are kind of crazy still out there in a lot of places. I'm here in Florida, so nothing's crazy down here, but things are crazy in a lot of places. And people are looking for ways to have an income outside of going to a job or working from the home on the computer all the time. They want to do other things. And so we're happy to help you with that as well, too. Get back with the person that invited you. They can help you get set up and start sharing. We're a gifting business. We love to gift people the patches, and we love to be able to let them experience and try them and see for themselves. Not everybody's going to be in the One Patch Wonder Club like Danny. Some people may take longer like Bob. Some people fit somewhere in between. No matter what, get back with the person that invited you. Okay, they will help you and we will help you. We work together as a team. You guys, we have almost 200 people on here every single night, Monday through Thursday night. And so bring your guests. Bring more people back next Monday night. But before you do that, this is the beginning of the month. I have to announce this. So we have our Saturday training this coming Saturday. You will have Peter and Marcy on, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. So tune in, same number, 1 p.m. Eastern. But next Saturday, the 15th, David Schmidt is coming here to Sarasota, Florida, for us doing an event in person. Yes, yes, yes. All David, 10 to 2. I'll be sending out an email tomorrow just to kind of follow up and send you guys details, but he will be here. We are live streaming that as well. Peter's got that all set up to live stream. So if you can't make it for some reason, you can tune in live. You will see David, hear David. You will hear everything he wants to share with us, which we have no idea what that is, but we know whatever comes out of that man's mouth is absolutely incredible. So Peter, do you have anything to say before we wrap it up for this evening?
Oh, what a beautiful night, Dr. Staci. It's so fun to be presenting with you, and I hope everyone resonated with each one of these words and come back to us every single day just to get this information, as all we do is just light up the world. So thank you, everyone, for tonight. We'll see you Saturday on this Zoom number.
Yes,
Bye,
thank you,
everyone.
thank you. Have a great evening. Thank you again, Danny and Bob.
Great call
Appreciate
tonight.
you guys. Thank you.
Bye.